everything off the camera. Sure, that's
They
great.
flipped me
Because
off.
it's what
Okay?
we. It's so.
Yeah, no,
listen,
that makes sense. That's how we tell you. Where to
CR
go.
throws Matt off. They yell random shit, and I just give you
Right.
the bird.
Yeah.
And we also yell random
Yeah,
stuff all the time. So,
I mean, this is
true.
And there I was, barbecue sauce on my titty.
I put a whole bag of jello beans up my asshole.
It's part of being the party.
Anyways,
you gotta throw off the
it's a
DM
very
with
niche
random.
one that most people don't actually know.
I've never
heard that, but I'm glad
I've
to
heard
exposed.
Is that the
I had
the
seen
natural
some-
next step, or did somebody else?
No,
come
it's
up
just
with
another Vine that's like kind of the
Okay.
same weird fucking shit.
Yeah, I miss Vine.
Oh my god, same. I did not give a shit about Vine until it was gone, and I watched a bunch of like compilations, and now I'm obsessed with it. And I'm like,
I used to treat it just like I do freaking TikTok. I'd be late up in my bed just scrolling.
And
A second film started putting all their
laughing
stuff
like
on
crazy.
Instagram.
I totally would have
I'm
too.
losing my mind.
Yeah.
You guys follow 5-second films?
Yes.
no.
Yeah, they started putting their stuff on Instagram now, and I'm so happy.
Oh,
Ooh, okay, gotta go.
amazing.
Gotta go.
Some
Just
good
leave.
ones.
Yeah,
There's like Patton
There's a binge.
Oswalt's in a
Doom
bunch
scroll
of
for a
them.
bit.
There's like actual celebrities are like in
Oh,
these
shit.
5-second films. It's
Oh
wild.
my gosh.
That's fun.
You get big enough, and you can just have anybody in anything.
This is true,
If I
this
ever
is
got
true.
famous, I'd
Nowadays.
just do like the most random indie. Just like if some college student was like, I got an idea for like a 10-minute film. I'm like, let's fucking go.
Let's do
I'll
it.
give you a day.
100%.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I just want to be a famous author so I can look at all of the fan art and read all of the fan fiction.
Yeah,
and
of
look at
your
my
own
characters.
stuff. Oh,
Yes.
And just be
that's so
like,
nice.
just judge people
People
for how
care about my
close
stuff.
that and just being like, they're on to me. Time to switch up the plot.
yeah, exactly. I mean, DMing, honestly.
Or like how you describe a character, but you have a specific look when you're describing them. So, but when other people read your description, they somehow picture them differently.
That is something
even
I'm
though
gonna have
it's
to
the
get
same
over.
description.
Yeah,
That is gonna be something I have to get
also
over.
true. That's also true.
But yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah.
I think
Doing
it's fine.
stuff.
Welcome back, everybody, to D&D. Session 91. We got 9 fucking episodes to go. It was wild. Of Prince Apocalypse with the Ditherers of Dismay. What?
I said 9 or so more weeks.
Yeah. We'll see, because apparently this whole year has just been so sporadic.
It really.
But yeah. Anyways, last week, we had a fun episode. Didn't go at all the way I was expecting, not gonna lie.
Does it ever?
I mean, true. We started with Amethyst had charmed and lied her way into the cult, into the Black Earth Brigade, I should say, and you were left
literally carrying
the party in the lantern, trying to be like, oh, you didn't see anything when you were caught, it's fine. Yeah, we started with you at the base of a large statue of Ogrimmok, putting down an amethyst as an offering to him, and doing a quick little prayer reach out thing, while trying to reach out to Zaina instead, with a natural 20, which is really what completely we're totally nothing I was thinking is gonna happen right now. That's fine.
You're welcome.
No, it's fine. It was great. You had like a special little moment, and asking for help. She tried to encourage you and gave you the benefits of a short rest. Everyone in the lantern, Discord, don't be sputtering music immediately. We just started. I'm gonna go nuts from this. Hold on, turning it down. Sorry, guys. The rest of you were actually also able to hear Zaina's voice, which you've never been able to while in the lantern, hearing this kind of conversation as well. You then met the supposedly second in command of the Black Earth Brigade in general, the Hand of the Prophet, his title was, named, he was like a kind of shorter, stout Earth Genasi named Mirage. who seemed to be very different from everybody else you had met so far here, and was very like studious and talked with you and apparently hot, which, you know, that's fine.
Didn't I nat 20 on him?
I think you
Yes.
did. I think you did. Which is funny because you guys technically haven't seen him, but you just heard his voice.
It was his voice and his
sounds
vibe just was a rock
Hey,
solid.
That's the voice and the vibe. That's all you need.
That's all it took for me and 9.
I mean, that's fair.
I heard his voice.
Real
And I
life
was like,
equivalent.
that one.
That one.
Yeah, it does work. It does work. And you had a quick little conversation. As far as you can tell, it went well. He totally believed everything. He mentioned the lantern by your side was seeming brimming with magic that he could tell, and would have loved to be able to study it and ask questions. To come to his office, his workplace, not his office. I forget the actual word. It's gone from my head, but that's fine.
Laboratory?
Laboratory, yeah.
Sounds like being sent to the principal's office, guys.
Yeah. I mean, you could have. But it went well. And he basically told Yasha, who was a total bitch to you, to invite them in, that recruits are hard to come by right now, and we'll take anyone that will, basically, and that if the so-called friends that were Yasha was saying was around pop up, to make sure to give them a welcome as well if they're willing to join. And then he walked away, and you were left to get a tour by Rorik, the charmed elf. And you walked around the hallways, which I can move the camera over and show stream kind of the whole map a bit here, because now you guys can kind of see it. Oh my god, why so bright. And you were wandering around, you didn't see it. There was a couple rooms you were told about, like a forge that was here, and apparently an ogre's barracks there, and here is where Mirage's laboratory is. One thing I did miss, and I don't remember if we came back from the break and I said it on stream, but he also would have told you about this one being that would lead to the Prophet's inner chambers, and no one is to go in there unless invited, and you guys probably know why.
I don't know what you're talking about. I would never go into the Prophet's chambers unannounced.
Yeah, not at all. And wandering around, you are able to see that there is quite a lot of troops all around. They seemingly, again, had ogres on their side, as well as hobgoblins. You found they had seemingly outsourced or something, hired out. And you went to the prison and saw a bunch of 4 prisoners being guarded by an Etin that was arguing with itself, half in common, half in giant. Real dumb. And with a little help from Hatara, you are able to find out one of them who is on the brink of death. And you're not really sure how long he has, was Waylon from Crowpoint. Not that Amethyst knows that, but everyone else does. You also met a member of the Black Earth Brigade that got thrown in, named Orna. A wood elf named Orna. There was a human noble that seemingly got dragged into this thinking he knew anything, and he's saying he doesn't. And then there is a dwarven woman who seemed to be just like... hold on, what was it? She was like an adventurer, or something, right? And that was wandering, and she got caught. Like, I don't have the page open. But yeah. And with that, you were able to, I guess, with the tour done, you were able to successfully, shockingly again, even with advantage, charm Rorik for another hour. And food was ready, so he was heading that way, and you wanted to freshen up after getting a new outfit.
I also said I had a headache.
You also said you had a headache, so you went to the little freshwater spring bath house room that they have, and you were lucky enough to roll that nobody was currently in there, where you sat down and tried to call out for Zaina for help to find where to go for the Black Geode.
Mm-hmm.
And in a very good attempt,
By one,
rolling a 24
We'll
on a
take those
DC of
wins.
25.
We take those wins.
no.
Well,
I
this was
failed
a
by
loss.
one.
You failed
Oh.
by one, yeah. Where you, including everybody in the lantern, heard what sounded like grinding stones or almost like a landslide speaking, and it rumbles through through you almost, and like through the lantern, and it just said go, and it kind of gave you a way to go, like a sense of where to go, a direction that seemed to be kind of mostly directly south, not quite directly, but basically south of your direction, and then like a way down. And that is where we're gonna pick up. And
Okay.
once again, before we pick up with Amethyst, we're gonna start
That's fine.
in the lantern just to
Get it,
drag out
get
your
it,
stress
get it.
more.
Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you, gracious DM.
Everybody
Like
else,
this. Good.
Yes.
you guys were
Yeah.
talking about possibly using a sending spell to talk to Amethyst, potentially about coming out, but you decided to wait.
No, there was no we decision. That's all
Well,
Coco. That was a
it was
solo.
Joel
We were
decided
just- Coco
we'll
beat-
wait.
Yeah.
If
He got
Joel
vetoed.
wanted
Yeah. And in that, you guys kind of hearing Amethyst do another kind of call out. You guys would kind of feel that like humming energy before it begins to kind of almost get like an earthquake feel, kind of rumbling through the lantern, while you hear within this rumble that like terrifying voice come through. That is nothing you've ever heard before. How do you guys react? What do you guys do? Anything?
It's like it's deep, right? It's like
what's that?
Yes,
like
extremely
Kratos
deep.
level. Corpse husband.
Deeper.
What are we looking?
Deeper.
Between
Worse.
levels of
It's like-
Kratos and Corpse.
Deeper.
I
need
would
to
want to
know,
say
'cause I need to know if I
lower.
need to roll for this.
Like probably closer to Kratos, but like still much lower. Like it's like boomingly loud, but again, it just sounds like boulders or like
Roll
rocks
regardless.
grinding. Like it's this really, I don't want to say raspy, but kind of like voice that kind of goes through.
Gravelly.
Gravelly. Thank you.
The corpse husband.
Yeah, but
Uh-huh.
Less hot.
yeah.
Cool. So
That's why I was
More
like,
murdery.
yes,
More
way more
murdery.
ominous and murdery and ill-intent than hot damn,
Hot.
take me now.
good.
Yeah,
And we rolled a nat 20 on that voice. So
Get it.
18.
Get
It's an
it.
18 for me.
Team.
It's an 18 for me.
All right. A-team, let's go.
We're,
At
me
team-
and team. We're like,
19?
oh,
a cold shudder just
I
yeah,
think
yeah,
just-
I did do it, but it's
Triple.
I got a
math.
12. I got like a half chub.
19.
trembling.
At team just multiclass as a druid right then and there. Just no questions. Just yep.
And I've multiclassed again.
Again, yeah.
Suddenly.
Double warlock.
Uh-huh.
All right. Anything?
And I shudder.
I shudder.
Yeah,
That's-
just like
I mean,
look,
it's-
yeah, like cold chill. I'm like, oh, Jesus. Oh, that did something for me. I wasn't expecting that. I learned something about myself today.
It makes me think we're close for some reason.
Oh, I definitely got close.
I knew there was gonna be that joke.
Jesus Christ.
The man said come.
Fucking
He did,
hell.
and I was like,
And
"Oh, I
almost
know these
did.
jokes are gonna be," but he is a
Fucking
creature
Peller.
of very little words. So,
Who was-
Anyways,
Bad images.
initial reactions aside, that probably wasn't good, right? Has she spoken to any of you about the deep, resounding voice of
terror.
Whatever that was.
No.
I'm pretty sure
That
there's
felt like a taunt.
2 voices.
Okay,
On
right.
the
so
outside, you just hear Amethyst say, "Shit."
Oh yeah, that's true.
Oh, all right. Well, clearly that's not supposed to happen.
well.
So
All
good to know.
right.
Should we be concerned just yet? She hasn't. I mean, she'd call us if it was an emergency.
Feel like
Yeah.
she'd call us if there was an emergency. I think. it's
Should we
fine.
be like in a pose so like when we get ejected out, we're just like,
ready?
yeah, like Super Sentai warriors.
Just Charlie's Angels, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
Charlie's Angels.
Fine, but I get to be Drew Barrymore. I'm just saying. If we're gonna
Oh,
try
fuck
to be
you.
like Drew
No
Barrymore.
way. I'm Drew Barrymore.
No, fuck you. I'm Drew Barrymore.
Ooh.
Look,
Drew
there's
Barrymore.
4 of you. Somebody has to
There's-
double up.
There's gonna be a
Yes.
double up somewhere.
I just imagine the 3 of you, and then Zephyr with Zindig would just act as like the dramatic explosion that would happen, just with all the fire.
Yeah.
Zephyr's doubling up as the explosion and Bosley.
Yeah. There we go. There we go.
Love it.
Anyways.
Lucy
Uh,
Locano. Okay.
What are we doing?
Fine, it'll be Cameron Diaz. It just doesn't feel right for my role.
For my role. I mean, there's not much we can do at the moment, but I
not
hope-
from in here. I guess we just.
I
Shall we sit around and sing a song and pray?
sing a song and play.
Kumbaya. Anyways, just thinking of Vine.
Also on
Yeah.
my brain.
I rolled a 9. I'm gonna play, but it just like every other note.
Great, cool.
I'm
Love
just gonna
that.
like play it like just like fine. I got you, Joel. I'll help.
All right.
Kumbaya, Pelor.
There we go. Amazing.
Kumbaya.
Unless Penguin, is there anything you'd like to do while these crazies start to sing?
No, I think she would just be vibing.
Okay. All right. Well, on that, as they wait for Amethyst's, I guess, emergency
Ejection.
ejection, yeah.
Dithers of Dismay, I
Make that
choose
face at me.
you.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
really just
yeah.
thinking, was like, how do I make this a Pokemon joke?
We just
Um,
gotta right. It just am I doing like the I'm the middle, right? Cameron Diaz is the middle. Sorry.
so you guys
I know we're singing.
Hold on.
as,
I gotta Google.
as we
Will we come
pan out of this craziness,
It's the fun. It's like the anime where like there's like a heavy battle happening, and then just on the side there's like the side
Yeah.
characters are getting into like some weird shit that doesn't
Yeah.
really progress the plot.
where they're just
Just
like,
filler?
yeah, exactly, yeah. They're lost in a
Yes.
forest, and like everyone else is like struggling for their lives. They're just like,
Yeah,
fuck.
we're trying to get to the fight.
Yeah, and it's like, oh god, yeah, 100%. Amethyst, as you felt this almost like rumble through you, it felt like there was an earthquake happening, but it was localized to you, and this is the second time you felt that. First time was this morning or last night. So
I don't
like
this.
only
I
a
don't
few
like this. I
hours
don't
ago.
like this. So she's just gonna be like, shit. Okay. Okay. She's gonna pick up the lantern again and attach it to herself because I think I put it beside me. And I'm just gonna be like, okay, I think I know where to go. Stay in there. I'm gonna maybe go try to help the prisoners real quick, and then we are off, and then I can be done with all of this. Okay. And she's just gonna like try and hype herself up a little bit, and then I'm gonna cast invisibility on myself.
All right. It's casting
And-
invisibility. Yeah.
Yes, and I'm going to make my way back down to.
I would like to remind you,
Yeah,
just in case you forgot, and this
probably did.
throws a wrench into your entire plan. You do have exhaustion. 1 point of exhaustion.
Yes.
Okay. It means you've
Yeah.
disadvantage on ability checks, I believe. So just keep that in mind.
Okay. Is it?
I believe that is 1 point of exhaustion.
Shit. Okay, that's fine. It's fine.
Just the
It's fine. I'll be invisible. Stealth will just be a flat roll. That's okay. It's okay.
This is true.
I did consider this though. Yes,
Okay.
I was thinking about this.
Okay.
But yes, I am going to.
Do you want to fully screw you over?
Yeah. No. I want to make my way down.
Town.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Just
Town?
Just down.
Huh?
Town walking fast?
Just down.
Yeah.
Just down.
Just downtown.
But yeah, just like going back the way that we just came, basically.
Perfect. Okay. As you kind of start to go that way, you can hear there are more movement. When you were kind of going around Warwick, there was very few people kind of around the halls at the moment. They were all kind of busy doing stuff. Now there is more. Like you spent, maybe 10 minutes or something in here. But so like people are beginning to now get ready and coming to the mess hall. Obviously not everybody is going to go there at once, but there is a significant amount of traffic, or a significant more amount of traffic throughout the halls. And you are aiming to go straight back down to the prison?
Yep.
Okay. I would love you to make a stealth check, please.
I object.
Object.
Oh, that's a natural
Doesn't
20.
work that way.
Suck it, DM.
That is a natural 20.
That's the second session. You started with a natural 20. God damn.
For
All right.
21.
For 21.
I'm gonna puke.
Okay.
Okay. Good Lord, Celeste.
I'm just gonna do
Thank
one
you.
more.
I would like to thank the Academy and the horseshoe that I've stolen from Zephyr's ass and shoved promptly into mine.
God.
Because Zephyr is in the lantern, which is on you, so it's just going into you. Yeah, 100%. So that's
You're
how that
welcome.
works.
Thank you.
I just realized. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Cool. So as you kind of start to walk out, you'll see some more people, and you can, hold your breath if you get a little too close, but kind of walking around them. There's enough footsteps that, like, your footsteps aren't really making any more noise than anybody else's, so no one seems to be noticing. You will notice that you'll see, like, Yasha walk by, as well as a couple of the other, like, bigger ones, not all of the ones, but it seems like a lot of the higher ranker ones are going first, and getting food so that they can,
Love it.
eat first and go back to commanding everybody as quickly as possible. You had seen, I believe, out of everybody that you had met, you had seen, I believe, 4, 1, 2, 3, hold on, 4, 5, I think 5, 5 like higher ranked. So that's Yasha, that was, I was about to say the total wrong name. There was Nartham. Heldorm, sorry, yeah, I was right. Which was in the kitchens. Narthan was in the rude one that was in the armory. Obviously, Yasha. There was Mirage. And I don't know if you met him. I don't know if you actually met him. And then there was the deep gnome, Arone. Arione? I don't know. I don't remember how I pronounced the first time. It's fine.
Them down because I just assumed we were going to murder them soon anyway.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine.
We got Houndoom and Ariana Grande.
Yeah.
Houndoom and Ariana Grande, get it.
And Nartham, I keep on wanting to say Jarnathan because of the fucking movie, and I know there's a weird R in this one, so.
Jarnathan.
Nartham. So you would see, obviously, Arone was like the one setting up already, so they were in there. You would see Yasha going there. You would see Nartham, and Heldorm, you would expect, is probably still in the kitchens getting people to bring out shit.
Yeah.
So there are at least 2 that are not eating at the moment, just FYI. Or 3, because Mirage. I believe, I don't remember if you had met them or not, but there is another higher up named Dynath.
Okay.
That I don't remember if you actually met, but they are in like the second barracks, the lower barracks. Yeah. Anyways, so as you kind of walk through that, kind of noting a few of these bigger figures, you would know that Rorik already went in there. You don't see him currently, unless you want to stop and check who's currently
I am beelining it.
Cool. That's what I figured.
Stealthily as I can.
All right. And you're going pretty stealthily. As you kind of run through, you would hear like a large hammer hitting through the forge, through the doors, and you would probably hear like grumbling from like Ogre. You would recognize it at this point as Giant, as they're kind of just talking in Giant and yelling. You hear like a big bang as something probably get thrown at somebody, and you kind of can walk up to the door of the prison. You sneaking right in and just kind of trying to as quickly as possibly slip in and close the door.
Is the door open?
It's not locked, but it is closed. Okay. If that's what you mean. And in it, you would be able to hear more of the argument saying, you know, like, Norm is hungry. And them just being like, no, we on watch. And then like a loud grumble in their stomach and just go, both hungry. And like, they're just start yelling at each other.
Okay. I'm going to open the door.
Okay.
But I'm going to stay outside.
Oh, okay.
I'm just going to open the door, but I'm going to stand, like, effectively open the door and then walk back.
Okay.
And then I'm going to cast Mind Link.
On who?
On both.
Oh, on them. Oh,
on
I understand.
Them.
On Brunop. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
I can cast it on any creature as long as they understand one language, and they will understand the meaning.
Because they are considered one creature, even though it's 2 minds. It is 2 minds, and it's specifically a mind link. Because you can only do one at a time. I know that. I will allow it because this is weird, and that's fun. So you kind of just crack it open and establish a mind link.
Yes.
Cool.
And I'm going to tell them effectively in the most authoritarian, or like, not authoritarian. I want to convince them to leave, and them saying that they're hungry and hearing that they're hungry. I effectively want to sow the doubt of, go eat. What's stopping you? Eat. Take your fill.
Okay.
You're so much stronger than all of them.
Okay.
Oh my god, that's so good.
That is really good. Make a persuasion check at disadvantage.
Okay. Come on, baby.
That was really good, though.
I know. 21.
You did roll another natural 20, which is really funny.
I did roll another natural 20.
Oh my god.
And you will hear them kind of shouting and then kind of stop and go, you said? No, you. Go, who? And they like turn and like yell at like one of the prisoners because it's like a feminine voice. So at least they know that. They like start yelling at a prisoner. You'll recognize the voice of Orna. Kind of be like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, leave me be. And then there's kind of just like a grumble. And because you're mind link, I'll say that you can understand what they're saying because they're thinking it as they're speaking it, even if it's in Giant. Because.
Well, I wouldn't be able to hear them because they can't see me.
Oh, right. It's not like a two-way thing. Okay.
I will play
That's
by
true.
this.
That
It is a
true.
one-way link of my thought to them.
Gotcha. So you kind of hear a little bit of grumbling and then something in Giant. And then, like, looking in, you can just see one of them, like, a real toothy grin. And you'll see it like walk over and grab like a large like piece of like stone that could be used as like a extremely heavy hard-hitting club. And they push through the door and they fill up this space.
I
and they're
run
just like,
to this little cubby right here.
Kind of-
Effectively, I will slink away into there so that
Okay.
whatever direction they go, I am not in their way.
Gotcha. Make a perception check for me. Again, at disadvantage.
Disadvantage, yeah. I'm so scared. Please stop. Oh god. 7?
7, okay. As you kind of like dip into that corner and you like watch this large figure for once not really bickering, and they sound like they're talking like to each other and agreeing on something, and they seem to kind of follow the path you came from, knowing where to go for food.
Amazing.
And
I love it.
Everyone can
I
agree
just
on
started a
food.
riot.
actually, I don't know if they would go to the mess hall. They'd probably go straight to the kitchen. So they would actually.
No, I would probably, like, if I saw them turning, I would reestablish and be like, no, go eat with the rest, like you deserve.
Okay, make another persuasion check.
Disadvantage.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, but you got this.
Oh, no, that's a 9 with a nat 1. So.
With a nat 1. So yeah, as it kind of stops and they look at each other, and you'll just see one of them like full on just face palm the other one, and like again, it's like they're trying to push them away, but they're attached, so they can't. And you'll just hear like, "No, stupid. Tiny humans, dumb and boring." And the other one goes, "Norm said nothing." And they'll keep on walking to the kitchen.
That's fine.
But they pass you, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Um,
When they walk by me, I'm gonna go right in.
Okay. Yeah, and you can kind of quickly slip in. I mean, the door is wide open. That's fine. Okay.
I'm gonna go right up to the half elf.
Uh-huh.
Jesus Christ.
Work.
I hate it.
Love it.
And
Open that back door.
I am. I'll speak out loud and be like, or no, I'm just gonna mind link to her. It's fine.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna be like, it's me again. I'm invisible. Don't react.
She just like fully just kind of like looks up and looks around. You say you're invisible, and she just kind of slumps back.
And then I am going to go into my inventory, and I'm going to give her a dagger.
Go into my inventory. Okay, Baldur's Gate.
Yeah.
I'm going to give her a dagger.
Cool.
And slide it into her cage.
So yeah, you
and
kind
be
of
like,
produce
you have
this-
an opportunity. Yeah. I'm basically going to mind link and be like, I'm giving you an opportunity to get out. Get the rest out if you can. And then I am also going to give her 20 platinum.
Oh, okay. So you kind of toss this, and as soon as it leaves your hand, the dagger appears as you kind of toss it into like between these kind of bars, and then kind of counting. They can hear the clanking of a change as you kind of probably put it in like a pouch and toss it, and she'll like look up in the direction she saw the items appear, so in your direction, not really seeing you, and just kind of very piqued her interest, and she'll like pluck the coins and like pour them out, and she just looks shocked. She just kind of goes, "Fuck yes," and she'll immediately pocket them and throw the pouch back to you.
I'm going to give the one to your left a healing potion. Get him out. He looks like he is seconds from death.
And she like looks up and she goes, "Are you sure he's not dead yet? He's been like that for a couple days."
I'm sure.
Right. All right. And she'll kind of get up and kind of stretch, and she goes, How do you propose that we get out of these bars?"
I gave you a knife. Pickpocket.
I will remind
Is there no locks?
No lock.
God.
Shit.
it does seem like it was. I had said
You know
it
what?
seemed like it was molded earth with like iron poles.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck. Oh. I have mold earth as a cantrip.
Yeah.
Okay.
But this will drop your invisibility.
Yep, that's fine.
Okay.
That's fine. That's
Okay.
fine.
Shut
We're
the door.
fine. Everyone shut the fuck up. It's fine.
The door. The door.
It's
Shut the
okay.
door. The door.
Yeah, I'm gonna shut the door.
We're yelling from inside the from
Yeah,
inside
you
the
hear
area.
everything. It's like, did you shut the door?
Yeah, something inside me is telling me to shut the door, so I'm gonna
okay.
shut the
So you
door.
kind of-
Is there a lock on the inside?
I wouldn't say. I mean, probably. I would think there would be a lock on a prison door.
Okay. I will see if I can lock the
I
door.
feel like it would just be like a
a thing. Yeah.
like a slat thing, because a big creature would not be able to use a key. Like
Yeah.
I can't.
Okay, I'm just gonna close the door because that sounds like it
Loud.
would be loud, and I don't want to do that.
Because
So I'm gonna close the
yawned in
door.
middle of it. It's just really loud. Yeah.
So I'm gonna close the door.
Mhm.
And then I am going to cast Mold Earth as many times as I need to break everyone out.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna run over to Waylon.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna give him a potion of greater healing.
Okay. I will say you can kind of mold earth like around one of those bars, so you can like prop the bar out, and they can just kind of slip out. And you'll see Orna just kind of like look at you and kind of smirk and just go, "So who are you really then?"
My name's Amethyst. I am trying to stop Ogremuck.
Okay, sure. Good luck, little one. And she just kind of like pats you. And you can see that she's standing up. She is fucking tall and like ripped.
Hold on.
Let's go. Hold on.
Oh yeah. I'm not.
I'm into it. Let's go.
Not as good as Senya, but like
No
A good
one's as good as Senya or my bricks impersonate.
Yeah.
Or that archfey.
Yeah, that one from the one shot. Yeah, and she just kind of gets up. And like she'll look as you kind of go over and start to kind of release everybody else. And Orna will just go, "Well, since you are releasing all of them, you want me what? Just go through the entire camp to get out?"
Everyone's at dinner right now. If you can make your way out, I can't help you, but I can at least give you guys a fighting chance.
All right.
If you require more money, I can give you more money, but
You say that, and she just looks at you and
Have
just
to
goes,
get out first.
"Okay."
I will give her another 20 platinum. I don't care.
Okay. She was willing to do it, but you said that, and she's like, "Hell
Yeah.
yes." And she goes,
Take
"All
it.
right. I think I know how to get out. Sure."
Amethyst is really bad with money. She doesn't understand currency. She has no care for currency.
That's totally fine. Who do you go immediately over to Waylon, right?
Right, Waylon and
And release, kind of pulling out one of the bars. I would like you to make a stealth check. Just see how quiet you're kind of moving these like
Okay.
bars, because I know
That's not
Amethyst
great.
isn't that strong.
No.
This is true.
Wait, is that the right? Yeah, okay. Oh, not great.
Okay.
4.
As you kind of move it and you hit it, you can hear the echoing like ding 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 ding. And Orna just kind of looks at you like,
I'm very stressed out right now, okay?
"Move over." And like as you kind of like move on to like loosen the other bars, you'll see Orna kind of moving them for you so you aren't making too much noise. And I will roll for her as you go over and give wow, I'm rolling like shit. She's
That's not good.
quieter than you, but still not that quiet. She's not very graceful. She's strong, not very graceful. And as you kind of go over, and you can kind of lift, like kind of, he's basically laying face down in the dirt. So you kind of have to turn him over and be able to like feed him the potion. As you kind of like pick him up and like physically touch him, there's almost like a spark, like, you know, when you like get like a shock somebody by accident, like a little static shock. It was kind of like that. You kind of jump, and you'll feel it. Make a wisdom-based arcana check. So roll a wisdom, add I think 8 because
I have a +9.
You've so roll a wisdom, and then add
disadvantage.
8. Yes, disadvantage.
Yeah. Oh, come on! This is the worst day of my life. This is the worst
Not
day.
a 20 and a natural one. Dang it.
So that's that's
like
a
a 10.
12.
I think
11,
it's actually a 10, you know.
As you kind of feel that there is almost something in you that wants to know what this is, like there's something in you that knows this, but it's like it disappears too fast to think about it.
Okay.
And you do recognize it in magical in nature, and you think whatever it was, you touching it expelled it, and is the only reason he was alive.
Oh shit. Yeah, I give him that potion so fast.
Okay. As I rolled,
I will baby bird it, like mama bird it to him if I have to.
Yeah. And once you realize that, and you'll see as kind of like, you had noticed that he was like very subtly breathing, and it started to kind of slow and like sputter, like he was immediately dying, basically. And as you drink the potion, I rolled a death save, which would have been his last one. And as you drink, you put down the potion and you kind of make sure he swallows it. You can see the magic of a potion kind of quickly sewing up a little bit, or like speeding up, you know, the healing process a little bit. I would like you to roll the healing so I know how many hit points this guy has.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Healing potion is 2d4 plus 2.
It was greater.
It was a greater,
one.
so it's 4d4.
Yes, plus 4.
Oh, that's all bad. I'm really like shit now. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
11. Okay.
Yeah.
As you kind of see the wounds heal, there's a moment he like lets out a breath, and it's kind of silent, and you're worried, like you touching him killed it. And then he kind of jumps up and takes a breath and like pushes you off, like basically into the bars, and like even in his weak state, just kind of shoving you because you're also exhausted, and just kind of wild-eyed looking, not knowing where he is, and he doesn't know anything, and he just looks bewildered, essentially.
Waylon, it's okay, Waylon.
I'm sorry, who are you?
My name's Amethyst.
You can see him trying to like go through a bunch of list of names of like probably everyone
we've
he knows.
never met. I may have slipped into your mind a little bit, just to make sure you were alive.
What the fuck? Okay.
It's okay. I'm breaking you out of here. Well, they're gonna break you out of here. I gotta go help. My friends are in my lantern right now, and I gotta go help them.
Words. Just
yeah.
words.
He just looks so confused.
Something was keeping you alive, though.
Joe, tell her boys' night.
Just say boys' night.
No.
Joe, just send her.
No,
just
I'm
tell
not
her to
gonna
say boys' night.
Do it for the memes. I could just hear like Fire or like Amdrus being like, boys night, boy.
Yeah.
Send it. Damn it.
There's a moment that he kind of
screaming
stops
to the heavens,
and
I'm like, damn it, Joel! Like up against the wall, like, tell her to tell him boys night. It's important to us. You were in your mouse.
Yeah.
I don't know if it would help us. With
Remember
Waylon.
Kane. Remember Kane.
And
Remember pain?
So funny. Remember a giant. I don't know.
Sorry.
And yeah, you'll see him kind of think a little and go, I don't remember. I remember getting attacked and blacking out from the pain, and then seeing a marble castle. I don't remember. Fuck. It was where am I? And he like looks over like
You're in the Black Earth Brigade over by Rosefall-ish area. I'm
fuck.
sure it'll be okay.
Just I'm thinking, fuck. And as he kind of like weakly gets up, kind of wincing at this like large gash that is like, you know, not like infected and open anymore, but like still a significant wound and still gonna probably bother him. He kind of winces and looks over as you'll see what was her name? Well, Greta, I believe, the dwarven woman getting up. You had given her, I believe, a dagger earlier, right? Or no, a potion.
No, I was thinking about it, but then I went against it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she'll
I didn't
kind
want
of,
to risk it.
yeah, she's kind of, you can see her getting out, and then the human kind of nobleman kind of getting up and is like keeping close to himself and looks like terrified and just goes, I don't know where, I don't think we can make it out alive.
You're gonna have to stop talking if you want to make it out alive. You're being stealthy is going to be your best.
He just like keeps on going to say something. And Orange goes, all right, looks over at everybody, kind of patting her pocket with the change, and she just goes, all right, all of you, you shut up, you follow me, you don't say anything. Got it? And he like just like points towards the elven, or not the elven, the human noble, and he just kind of just like, She goes, good. If you're going to make it out alive, which is a very low chance, by the way, she just is waving a little dagger. She goes, but I have a plan. Come. And she starts to head towards the door, and you'll see, like, as everyone's kind of following, you'll see most of them kind of look back, like Greta kind of just looks back at you and just says, thank you, I appreciate it. It was Grevor was the human noble, and he just kind of goes, if you ever come to Crow Point, please, I own the tavern, and a number of places as well. Please stop by, and I forget the name of it because I don't have my notes open. But he will tell you it. Not that you have a clue what this tavern is. And I will give it to you.
I've never been to Crow Point.
Exactly. He says, please.
No one ever will be again.
I will reward you greatly. And you see Orna goes, now, shut up. And he just goes, and then follows, and you'll see Waylon kind of put his hand on her shoulder and kind of goes, thank you. Whatever you're doing, whoever you are, you clearly know of me. Or maybe we have friends in common, but thank you. And good luck.
Best of luck yourself. I have a feeling you might have a friend in this, so I hope to meet you again.
Yes, I have that feeling as well. And he just kind of nods and then follows suit. And you'll see them head down the hallway and start turning towards like turning right, basically towards where the Etten had gone towards the camp, and you can hear like loud shouting echoing down between the Etten and like the two Etten voices and what was her name? Heldrum, just shouting and arguing. We're like, no, you will get your food when it gets delivered to you. That is our contract. That is what you get. Get the fuck out of here. And they're just arguing, which is also helping any noise as they run by and distracting them. So it was kind of a good thing that they did go towards the
look, either way, I would have told them which way that giant went because I knew it was a distraction regardless.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna do two things real quick.
Yep.
The first is I'm going to use my Pearl of Power.
Okay.
And regain a spell slot.
Why is this being done? Okay.
That way I have 2 spell slots left.
Cool. Okay.
The second thing I'm going to do is immediately I'm going... I don't know if I should go invisible first and then meld into stone, or just do it now that I'm out of sight.
I'd say just do it now.
Okay.
I'd say just do it now.
I'm going to meld into stone then.
Okay.
And I will slowly make my way to where that pole was.
Okay. Just do that. Okay. As you focus meld in stone and you step into the stone and you feel that like brimming, humming static magic that is just within the stone here. As you kind of step in and that static, you kind of open up your eyes and again, you know that this isn't how the spell works. It has to do something. And as you step in and you look through the static, you hear a grinding in the stone. With each step you take, you feel like you are creating craters in the ground as you step. As that grinding and landslide sound just rumbles each step and just vibrates through you. And all of you, ones in the lantern, all hear that same rumbling voice as that kind of earthquake hits the lantern again. And it just says, good.
Oh god. No. Oh shit.
As you begin to step through, you can feel that pull so much stronger.
Fuck. I kind of imagine Amethyst while she's making her way to where that pull is. It just has like tears running down her face because she's so scared and she's like, no one can see this. This is fine. But she is terrified right now.
I would like you to make a charisma saving throw, please.
Disadvantage? Or no. That's only...
That's a
It's
saving
only
throw.
ability checks. You're okay.
That's a 19.
19, okay. As you kind of step through and you're feeling that pull, there's almost that sense of you can't stop moving towards it. And then...
No, and then...
I will say you have a choice. As you feel 2 separate, and you know it's 2 separate entities, put a hand on each shoulder. To kind of stop you from moving. Which side do you turn to?
Fuck.
Hatara or Zaina?
thought you were just gonna have to blindly choose left or right. I was like, what the fuck?
No, you would know. You know them so well. You know which one is which, and you will almost hear both at the same time, and yet separately. You will hear Zaina say, "No, stop." And Hataru says, "Let me take over, not him. We can do this." Her connection is too strong, and you'll hear, or to him. And Zaina will just go, "No. We have a contract. I'm here to protect you from yourself and outside forces. Listen to me, my little pebble." And then you'll hear, "Ami, listen to me. Which do you choose?"
You're a very mean person.
Shit.
I'm actually tearing up right now. I want you to know that.
I'm
This
so
sucks.
sorry.
We hear all of this.
You guys would hear Zaina's side of it.
Okay.
So you're hearing only half a conversation. But you would hear that rumbling, and then that would suddenly stop. Like that earthquake kind of was always there, and like every time Amethyst would step, it would just sound like a big like kind of big step, and then it would stop suddenly, and you would hear Zaina's side of that.
Zaina's the one saying no, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stay back.
Damn it.
So Zaina is stopping me. It wants to stop me from walking
Yeah, walking in the direction you're walking. To stop,
towards the Black Geode.
possibly.
Possibly.
You're not really sure. You
I just started walking.
just started walking. It could be to stop,
Towards the ball.
trying to stop you from connecting with Ogremok. You're not 100% certain. Katara is saying that you don't need that earth connection. So what do you
please.
risk? Who do you talk to? Who do you turn to?
Mommy?
Well, I got two moms.
Inside of you are two moms.
One's a rock, one's just you.
She is like probably full on like choking back sobs. And she's just going to say to neither in particular, "I'm really scared right now."
Caught between a rock and a mom place.
There.
Oh my god.
Okay, change the title.
Yeah.
And
damn it.
I am going to say, "I'm sorry," and I'm going to choose Zaina.
Okay. So you turn, and you will feel. No. Make a wisdom saving throw. Without advantage. This is straight one.
Oh,
I don't like
shoot.
it here. I don't like it here. 11.
There is a sense as you go to turn that doing this is going to have an impact regardless. But as you start to turn, you almost can feel something tighten around you. Like almost like snakes curling around your arm, just on the one side, and tighten as you turn. And as you turn, you are no longer in this kind of staticky inside the rock. Everybody else in the lantern, please, can you all make a perception check?
Why?
I'm
can.
so scared.
Must
I'm
you?
So
20
scared.
23.
I just dropped my dice.
Natural
What was that,
one.
Zephyr?
Natural one for Amdrus. So that's a 10 still, I think, right?
Yeah, that's still a 10, but
Yeah,
it's a
still
natural
10.
one.
But yeah, it's natural one.
13.
23, 13, and I missed what you had said there, Penguin. A little quiet.
21.
21. Okay.
Somebody see something. I'm fine.
Yeah,
I'm losing
23
my
and
mind.
21.
I'm enraptured in the half Xena
Yeah, you're just like,
conversation.
what is going on?
And Amethyst just sobbing.
Zephyr and Atim, you were the ones that notice in that kind of Celeste, you can correct me if I'm wrong. There was that we decided that there was like a middle, like something in the middle where it had a bunch of rocks and it was like a display thingy, right? Or am I still just imagining that wrong? Because I always imagine there is.
Like a lava lamp
in the
with rocks?
lantern.
Yeah, in the lantern. Like
I kind of imagine like dangling crystals.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah,
Like,
I kind of
almost like
imagined
an-
like a pillar.
Yeah,
with
but like
crystals.
varying like degrees of like hanging down.
But all kind
like
of in
just
the middle.
massive. Yeah, but like massive crystals and stuff.
Okay.
This is great. This is going fine.
Atim and Zephyr, you'll see that those crystals begin to kind of glow. What color are they, I guess?
I would say a varying of like purples, pinks, maybe even like a citrine and white, like
Okay.
clear.
You'll see this kind of
Hell, even an opal just for shits and giggles.
there we go. You'll see all of them begin to kind of shimmer slightly. That kind of catches your eye. The two of you. The other two don't notice.
No, I'm immediately like slapping Amdrus, like, look, something's happening, something's happening.
Right, yeah, I'm listening. It's fucking crazy
No,
up there.
look, turns face.
Oh, fuck.
Just
The speakers have disappeared. Everything is glowing.
yeah.
It's not chill in this house anymore.
Not chill. It is a very not chill.
Zephyr, you also kind of notice this and are looking up at it. Amdrus, because you start to or you get like literally moved to look at it. Joel, you obviously hear this. Do you also look up?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay, I need all of you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
You
Oh, fuck.
fucking cunt.
You gotta all suffer. Wisdom save?
Actually, no, charisma save. I'm so sorry, not wisdom. Charisma.
Thank God. Okay, I
Thank
can do
you,
this.
thank
I can
the
do this.
Lord.
Which,
Yeah,
okay,
okay,
come
good.
on. 2 of you are good at wisdom, 2 of you are good at charisma.
Never
so I'm so-
mind. Nat 1.
Nat 1.
4?
A 4?
4.
Okay,
No.
and that 1 for a 9.
Stress.
Joel?
The two of us that saw everything are great.
No, it was our
We
fault.
fail. It was our fault for just having good perception.
Yeah.
We were too
Coco, what'd you
engrossed.
get?
Joel, what'd you get?
Huh?
What'd you
What'd
get?
Oh, I got a 7.
Okay. So we got
We all failed.
a 9, a 7.
Amdrus?
Nat
Amdrus?
1 and a 24.
Oh, you have advantage.
Oh, you
Get it,
you have
Andrew.
advantage on charisma
No, I
saving?
don't. I just
Oh.
rolled a 17 plus 7.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
I see what you're
Amdrus.
saying.
Okay,
I was gonna
gotcha,
say like
gotcha.
I thought you were saying 9, 1, and 24.
Yeah,
No, I'm
No,
gonna
no,
puke.
I
I
was-
feel
so you have a
so ill.
24.
So you're the only one that saved.
Zephyr, what?
You tilted my head up, and I was like, "Oh, that's fucking weird."
Zephyr got a 4. As the light flashes, you all kind of have to basically get blinded. Except for you, Amdrus. You do not. You saved. And you're like, oh, okay, bright. You can see through it. And in that light, you can see in front of you, like as the light hits, and you're kind of like, whoa. You can see a familiar silhouette in this kind of hazy light that is filled around you. And you recognize it as Amethyst.
She's in here with us now.
Maybe? If you're
Apparently.
still in the lantern.
I am. Am I still in the lantern?
There's
they
just
with
a
us in-
hazy light everywhere.
I've entered heaven.
Yeah. And you'll see like
Got
Joel, Zephyr, and Atim all kind of got blinded, and you don't see them.
Okay, I want to approach the Amethyst figure.
Okay.
And just be like, Amethyst, the fuck is happening?
Okay. Amethyst, as you turn around, you find yourself in kind of just
Subway, and I got blinded.
The static is gone and is replaced with a purple mist. Like a light pinky purple mist. One you are familiar with. That engulfs people and forms a cloud. And in front of you, you will see, through this mist that you can kind of see the shape, you will see these large pillars appear in your view, as it kind of almost seems to be like rolling and clearing up. They're still on the floor, but it's like kind of clearing up your vision. And you'll see these large pillars that you realize are jutting crystals that spread super far, and then you can see them hanging over of all different colors of stones and crystals that you don't even recognize of some of them. And you will see ahead of that, through a bright light, the shape that you would know of Zaina. This kind of large figure with a lot of pointed, like jagged silhouette. What maybe is like a large crown of multiple size kind of crystals atop her head, and this like very broad-shouldered elemental kind of looking one.
I immediately step towards her.
As you do, you hear Amdrus behind you, calling out to
you. Do I see him if I turn around?
Turn around and you see Amdrus walking up to you.
What are you doing here?
We're in the fucking lantern, as far as I know. What happened? Where are we? What is this?
I don't
know.
Who
are you? Do I
Amethyst?
see?
Who are you?
Do I see past Amethyst? Or just
as soon as you walk up to Amethyst, you notice that it begins to kind of clear. You start to see the clearing of that. Almost like being near Amethyst is what made it visible.
Got it. Are we in heaven? Did we die in the rocks?
No, I don't think so.
Oi,
my face is probably like so puffy and red too, by the way.
Yeah.
I'll take out like a handkerchief that I have in my pocket just for like cleaning up like when I'm like cooking and stuff. I have to keep like just a little wash rag and take it and just like hand it to her. I'm like, look like you might need this. I'll give it to her and then I'll look over and be like, who's that?
Zaina,
the fuck's happening?
No tact. Nothing. Just like...
And you'll see this like kind of hazy silhouette kind of turn. Her back was obviously towards you guys. And she turns and you'll hear kind of the like kind of chuckle. She kind of turns to face you all. And again, you don't see any detail. It's just through that kind of hazy mist. There's just now enough detail to kind of see you're in this large like crystal cavern. And whatever is behind her looks like it could be an altar, it could be a throne of this kind of jagged crystal. You're not really sure. It's like a bit too far away. As she turns, can both of you make perception checks actually quickly?
Not in that one. Come on, just not in that one.
There's been so many nat
I'm still at
ones.
disadvantage.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a 21.
Oh,
Okay.
Another natural 20. 16.
Oh God. 16 and 21. As she kind of turns and as you guys are standing there, you notice 3 large kind of these like crystal pillars that are like kind of next to you. No, not just 3. Quite a few of them. You can kind of vaguely. It looks like there's shapes inside the crystals. Some are humanoid looking, some are more creature looking. 3 that are very close to you, of that kind of purplish color, that amethyst color, has 3 familiar figures. 1, a dragonborn. one an air genasi, and one of an ASMR. As they're all kind of images or imprisoned or something of the three friends that failed their saving throws. All three of you can hear what is happening, but it is like looking through like super thick, like dirty window, or like super thick like stained glass.
Industrial era London.
Yeah. And you cannot
just grime
move
everywhere. Just everywhere's
Yeah.
grime.
It just like,
and it is like your sense is there, like your sight is there, and your hearing is there, but it is like you are not in your body. Like you cannot move, you cannot speak, you're not breathing, you're just witnessing what is happening.
Zaina, what's happening?
She takes a deep breath.
just want to like, sorry, just in this moment, I want to grab Amethyst's hand as I recognize the three statues.
Okay.
Amethyst is squeezing your hand, probably significantly.
The rock finger is probably hurt. Otherwise, I don't think she has very high strength.
I have +0.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I thought it was -1, but still, the rock finger is probably kind of hurt.
I got a +3. I can handle it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying you can. I'm just saying, it's like rocks being dug into your hand. And she takes this kind of deep breath. She just goes, as per our contract, you were to find what was going on and help me close it. But I fear you are not ready.
I am. I can do this.
And you'll see
We
at this... Sorry.
can do this. And I'll gesture to my friends. She is just kind of thrown into crystals.
You'll see that this figure like fully kind of turns around, and you'll see through this kind of hazy silhouette these kind of glowing eyes, like glowing crystals, quite literally, kind of peering through this fog. And she just says, I fear you are not strong enough to stop the influence of Ogrimok. His power and influence is much, much greater than I even feared here.
Then make me stronger.
It does not work
I have to do
that
this.
way.
I'm here. I have to do this.
She turns and looks towards you, Amdrus. And there's a sense of, like, she kind of like nods towards you, and she just goes, what is your opinion? You seem strong enough to be here physically. What is your opinion?
I'm just gonna real quick. Who's Ogrimok? What's happening? Just a quick backfill. Take like a 3-act play. Give me a 30-second pitch.
Ogrimok is the one wanting to come through the geode.
Yeah.
Like old Hydra.
Oh, whatever. Tell you what, I wasn't strong enough to take on old Hydra, but I believe, and this is gonna sound so corny, part of, those, like one of those cheap plays you see on the west side. Honestly, I believe through the power of friendship, we could conquer anything.
Please make a persuasion check.
Amethyst is... hold on, I'm not done yet.
Okay.
Amethyst is not going into this alone. She has myself, Zephyr, with the fire of passion, She has the stability and patience of Joel behind her. And she has the caring and nurturing breath of Atayim supporting her, giving her that gust of wind she needs underneath her to take off on those wings of change. And me, I'm just here with a kind word and a strong heart. She's not doing this by herself. And I'll be damned if I let her go into this solo.
Make a persuasion check. With advantage.
I just want the subtle images.
Thank you, God, because that was an
Atayim
8
stuck in
and
the
a
crystal, just
17.
changing randomly.
It's like when you have a foggy mirror and you're like drawing faces, but they just like appear.
Yeah.
And then like close up and then a new face comes in.
Yeah.
So it was an 8 plus 11 at first,
Okay.
and then it was a 17 plus 11.
So 28.
Yeah.
Get it.
Okay.
Shame the DC was 29 though.
I know, right?
You'll see her.
19 is
There's
so
kind of this like.
That'd be very BG3 roll.
Yeah. Yeah, God, the amount of times I've rolled one below, it's so annoying.
Inspiration, reroll. Inspiration, reroll.
Yeah, guidance, come on. There is a long moment. It feels like it takes forever. It's probably only a couple seconds, but it feels like an eternity. Before Amethyst, there is like the way Zaina shifts. It's almost like it could be a sigh of relief or a smile. You're not sure, but you can feel the tense, or like that kind of tense air dim just a little bit. And that seriousness of her, that you know that she is so to the point and serious at all times, but she does have a little soft side, mostly for you. Amdrus, as that figure.
I need to put on my slightly more serious glasses. Continue.
Oh, I thought. Okay. Generally thought you were just going to be like taking off your glasses.
These are my slightly more serious glasses.
Right.
Get it.
Yeah. Darker framed. Yeah. As they kind of turn to you, that kind of immense, like, here, you have felt this kind of immense power once before. And that was when you did not have control over yourself before you destroyed the water node, that connection, and severed that connection. You are obviously not possessed this time, but that same like immense power is just in the air, and you just kind of can feel it. Like it makes your muscles kind of feel tight, and that kind of anxiety be there. And she goes, I can stop. I can sever his connection. This time. His pull. But I fear the next time you open, we will not be so lucky. And she's like staring at you, Amdrus. And then she finally turns to you, Amethyst, and looks at you. She goes, but you are not to do this alone, then.
I won't. Once we're out of here, everyone's going to be back. I won't do any more alone.
All right. And you will feel this kind of like movement in the ground below you, like kind of rumble, and pass you, and you guys can like look back, and you'll see what looks like a large crystal kind of archway that kind of rises, or like tablet, sorry, not archway, like arch tablet rise from behind you. Amdrus, can you make an Arcana check for me?
Sure, just a regular Arcana check.
Yeah.
Not great. 13.
You look over and you swear in like when it first hits and it kind of hits that like ambient light that is within this mist, you see what could be like writing within like or behind like a layer of this crystal, like very tiny like writing, like like an ancient like Egyptian tablet or whatever that has a bunch of writing kind of idea. And it just kind of you swear you see that for a second and then it disappears.
Oh shit. Okay.
Wonder
what that could be.
And you will hear.
Y'all are just mad that I actually got a contract out of my deal.
Zaina look to you, Amdrus, and says, I will help you on one condition. And you'll see her raise this like large kind of rigid like looking hand, very similar to what a silhouette of Amethyst's like rock fingers would be. It just doesn't stop. It's just kind of made of stone, those kind of hard edges. Look up, and as she kind of waves a hand, you'll see that light flash. And Amethyst, you can look at the tablet and you can see it perfectly. You know that this is your contract. At the bottom, a new line appears. And she looks to you, Amdrus, and says, if this goes badly, you are to bring her to me.
Where is you?
The lantern will be your key. But you...
Like a compass?
And looks to Amethyst. And you, little Pebble. And you can see as soon as she speaks to you, her voice is like not as like strict. It's already softer. Must agree and sign the new contract.
Right.
And if you
only
turn...
stipulation,
yeah.
just to understand terms, only stipulation is if we fail here, I take Amethyst's body to you using the lantern as a sort of guiding direct, like a compass, but except true north is you.
Something like that, yes.
What happens if we succeed?
If you succeed, then I will be most impressed, and you will have nothing to worry about. There is no deal beyond the end of this that you must keep with me. It is a condition on Amethyst's contract. For you, I know how important you are to each other. That is it.
And I'm gonna look at Amethyst and I'm like, see, this is why I just sign shit. And like I'm like, is it like a pinprick? Do you have a pen, quill, something? I agree, and then it just appears.
As you say, I agree, there is a like flash of light behind you, and you look and you'll see only at the bottom you'll be able to see that one line, that one like clause essentially.
Got it.
And as you say it, your name is imprinted onto it, like flashed onto it underneath, and like next to Amethyst's.
I could argue I didn't. It was a subjective, like I'm asking in the terms of, but you know what? I understand. I do agree to the terms of this contract. Of this addendum. Sorry, this addendum. I agree to the terms of the addendum, not the contract as a whole.
She just kind of
This is why I
chuckles.
read contracts before I agree to them.
She just kind of chuckles.
I'm only agreeing to subsection C, clause F of the contract.
Yeah, she just kind of chuckles and she goes, I am not here to take control.
You might be a fae. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not trying.
She like looks around. She goes, "Yes, a
You're
fae."
clearly not a devil. You're clearly not a devil. So I'm just.
She's a Dow.
Well,
Sorry, what'd you call me?
That's fine. It's fine.
On that note, she'll look to you and she goes, "Fair enough. Amdrus Stoutgrass. It is
Weird hearing my full
pleased
name.
to meet you officially. I am Zaina, Queen of the Tao, and ruler over the Crystal Gardens."
I'm sorry,
That
she's
sounds-
the what?
And she bows.
I just my deepest fucking curtsy that I can perform. Like Pumbaa and the Lion King, I'm like, my liege.
After Queen of the Dow, what was she? You said Queen of the Dow and what?
Ruler of the Crystal
Gardens.
Garden.
Gardens, thank you.
I mean,
Ruler of the
Sure.
Crystal Tower.
Not quite. With the Crystal Gardens, yes.
Gardens, yeah.
And she'll turn to you, Amethyst, and just go, "Do you agree to the addition to said contract?"
I do.
And as you do, your name will flash brighter. Again, it was already there, but it glows anew next to Amdrus's.
A quick question.
Mm-hmm.
Was there anything new that I noticed on there? Besides, like...
Did you sneak in any new subclauses?
I'm just going to...
Make a perception check.
Okay.
Like, are you trying to...
How can I screw over
12.
Okay.
Hold on. I'm just sending you a message.
Okay. Yeah, as the name kind of flashes brighter, she will turn back to you, Amdrus. If she is to die, as you just say, or sorry, let me rephrase that. Yeah, well, okay, I don't know how to. That would probably be right. That is possibly one outcome. There is another that counts as well. Counts as a fail.
If we jump out of a window and leave.
You're not allowed to jump out of a tower window.
And she
Ever again.
looks at you, Amdrus, with this like intenseness, like this intense seriousness, and she just goes, "If the same thing happens to her as to you and Mariana, you must bring her to me.
Right.
You must sever his connection."
And if she were to turn into, does Mariana turn into a puddle? Would she turn into like a pile of rock or just dust?
I have no idea.
I'm just like, yeah.
But whether she's possessed or not,
Mm-hmm.
whether that is having to kill her, sever the connection, knock her out, any of that, you bring her to me.
I'm sorry, if she gets knocked out?
If you must knock her out because of
right. A
Ogremock's
possession. Understood.
possession,
Got it.
bring her to me.
Fair enough.
And she looks at you, Amethyst, and says, I am sorry that this became much bigger than I expected.
Just as like a favor, can I get like a bauble, sort of one of those sweet little eldritch blasts that, you know, Amethyst has or something? Just as like until this is over situation. A temporary power boost, if you will.
Are you?
Just to assist you further in the completion of this goal. It feels like I can do plenty, but if I had just a little bit of extra, like pow, you understand? Like that's just.
Are you trying to steal my patron?
I would never. I am simply asking to share her for an evening. That's it.
Make a persuasion
Don't make it
check.
weird. Don't make it weird.
I almost want to give you disadvantage because of that last line, but I won't. I'll be nice.
21.
21.
It's a flat 10. I needed like a 27.
She looks at you and goes, after this is done, perhaps we could make a contract. But if you truly think you need some help, and she looks at you, and it almost looks like she looks through you or into you. You're not really sure. There's this kind of weird, like, shine or shimmer in her eyes. She goes,
Oh my god, you're shining. You guys are shining.
I can attempt something, but it's gonna be on you, whether it works.
Sean, you. Sorry.
Do you agree?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Extra power.
Yeah.
And she'll snap her finger, and it doesn't really sound like a snap. It sounds like two rocks hitting each other. And you'll see, Amethyst, you recognize this as your Tomb of whatever ability it's called, where you encase. Yeah, Tomb of Annihilation. No, you're like a little rock tomb safety ability.
Yeah, Levistus.
Yeah, Levistus. She snaps, and instantly, Amdrus, you just see crystal begin to grow around you and encapsulate you. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, that's like my worst one. Okay, +1. Here we go.
We got better. Oh shit! What did I do?
Oh wow, that's an 18 for 19.
Get it.
I love you.
Let me.
Amdrus just bullying patrons out here.
Like, if I'm gonna do a
bullying.
fucking job for you, give me the tools to do the fucking job. Don't expect me to just do this shit for free.
Legit.
I need you to ruin this elder god's life. Yeah, sure. Can I have a gun? Christ.
So what did you
Amethyst
roll?
feels so proud of you.
19.
Oh, damn it. Okay. One more.
You really wanted me
one
to
more. I
fail.
really wanted a 20 or more. As she
did I
snaps,
fail?
and as you,
No.
that, no,
You depended.
you just
you got.
could have gotten more. As that, like crystal encapsulates you, you'll feel that like cold pit that is in like the pit of your stomach, that like cold seed of whatever Ohydra left. That connection that you had severed, but when you were hit with a blast of pure elemental, like water plane, like elemental energy, it sparked something. In that sense, you feel it spark again. You now gain an ability you missed the first time you had rolled a Constitution saving throw, called Frigid Endurance. Whenever you use your Relentless Endurance, you also gain the benefits of a Arm of Amethyst spell. The 10 hit points equal to half your level rounded down. So when you pop back up to 1, you'll get temporary hit points that will do ice damage. Additionally, you can spend a spell slot of first level or higher to be able to use Relentless Endurance again. So you can spend the spell slot, so basically do it again. Yeah, and I will make a little thing and put it on you.
God, I want to see what your table sheet looks like for like 20 and higher, because that would have been
No.
And as you kind of feel that like cold pulse through you, there's a sense of like that like cold water turns into comfort. That like the comfort of like dipping your feet into the sea or your hands while, you know, on the ocean, and it just feels good. And you can feel that like power course through you.
Is my con modifier wrong? I thought I made it a +2.
No, you made it a +1. It was a 0 before.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, I thought I'm up.
Yeah. And in that moment of Crystal, you'll see like looking over, it looks literally like everything else that is encapsulated by crystals in this, like he is part of her garden. And she turns to you and just says, "Be careful."
Did I not reach out to you anymore?
I want to be there for you, but I fear our connection opens up too much of a pathway. But you've already made a connection with him. He's still going to be there, even without me.
Hitara's trying to help him sever me from you, isn't she?
Sorry, I missed what you said.
Oh, I said Hitara's trying to sever, or help him sever me from you, isn't she?
I have no clue. All I know is this Hitara still has your well-being a top priority. While I cannot stand her and I do not trust her, I know we align on that. So I do not know. And she'll reach out a hand towards you, and this like large kind of stone or like crystal hand will kind of reach through the fog towards you.
I reach back.
Okay.
Without hesitation.
As soon,
I love my giant rock mom.
As soon as your like hand touches it, like your hand is like so tiny. It's like a baby's hand to an adult. As your hand kind of feels the like the rocks, like the hard solid surface of her skin, which is not really skin, is still kind of warm at least. It is not like cold like stone. And in that light flashes. And you are pushed out of the stone. Kind of like as if she like kind of grabbed your hand and then just shoved you back. And you pull back out of the wall. And all of you get pushed out of the wall as well, one by one. So all of you are out of the lantern now.
Where are we?
In the prison.
Yeah, where are we?
Oh, still in the prison?
Yeah,
oh,
she
we
pushes you
haven't moved
back
over.
through. Yeah.
I thought we were already going down. When we just got ejected back the way we came.
She pushed you back out. And that is where we're going to hit our break. With all you guys kind of just falling onto the ground from this weird sensation vision you had just seen.
Contracts and I don't appreciate. Oh.
Just everything you guys are trying to scream just comes out. But anyways, we'll be right back. Give us like 10-15 minutes, something like that. Yeah, go grab something to eat, something to drink, go to the bathroom, whatever you need. And we'll be back soon. Bye.
Uh-huh.
We were all down. We were all down.
All of you were
Sorry,
looking down. I gave you guys the middle finger for a good 30 seconds. No one noticed. I
me,
danced
and,
around.
me and Coco both just all at the same time were just like,
oh shit.
oh.
Yeah, I literally looked up because it was like, this is too quiet. What's going on? And then I saw thumbs up. I was like, oh fuck.
I was like loving on my cat.
I just like look over and everyone's like on their phone or looking down. And I'm like,
I'm trying to order food because I forgot to eat, and that little ass box of cashews is not gonna hold me.
My boyfriend's in a lockdown.
oh yeah, finding that. Oh my god.
Yeah.
So you know, I'm just
Locked in a mall?
A little busy.
Why?
It's totally fine.
Someone missing?
Who knows?
no.
At the mall or wherever he's locked down at.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it doesn't overly matter if
It doesn't really matter if he's locked down. It's
No,
fine.
no. Sorry. I was bringing your guys' tokens over, and I was like, well, I guess it doesn't really matter, but that's fine. We'll throw you all in there. Yeah. Anyways, welcome back, everybody. If you missed the first half, we had an emotional journey with Amethyst. She was able to go invisible, convince the Etten to go get food, which also helped distract the nearest place. It worked out in the end. Free all the prisoners, save Waylon, pay a lot of platinum to Orna to tell him to get out, and she was like, fuck it, okay. And then you attempted to go find the Black Geode and felt the overpowering influence of Ogremok here. Making your save, but getting one lower than what I wanted, which is funny because we were talking about that. You then had to
just
choose.
Lower the DC.
No. You had to choose
There's simple solutions.
who to lean on for help between Hatara and Zaina. You chose Zaina, and you and everybody else was basically transported to her realm or something. Unfortunately, most of them did not make their saving throws and were stuck in like a crystal prison, only able to listen and vaguely see what was happening. But Amdrus was able to save and was able to be there physically. And together they talked to Zaina, who they now learned is the Queen of the Tao, and the ruler over the Crystal Gardens.
In the power of friendship.
Yeah, with the power of friendship, you were able to add a little bit to the contract. And you convinced Zaina to let you continue doing this task that she asked you to do, because she thinks it's now too dangerous.
It's like, what?
Pushed you
We
back
had an
out.
out and we didn't run? How dare.
But pushed you all out, because Amdrus was like, yeah, she's got her friends. We're all there. We'll help her. She's not alone. So Zaina was like, yeah, physically too, and shunted them out of the lantern. So you guys all you all basically, it just feels like you got pushed through like jello through this wall, as if you were all kind of like melded into stone kind of thing, and you all just kind of tumble out of this wall, this stone wall, and all kind of clatter down to the ground. Amdrus, you feel cold, like your skin is just kind of cold, like a shiver.
Jesus.
And you can feel
Has
that.
it always been this fucking cold down here? Christ.
You can feel that pit in your stomach, kind of, is the source of it.
That was
In
weird.
particular, I feel very called out. Okay, I know. So what if I didn't have an actual contract? Okay, I was in the middle of something.
I was also in the middle of something, and I still got a contract.
Oh God.
Well, we don't always
We
have.
should keep our voices down.
Yes.
And one more thing.
Yes.
I mean, like,
not a good
so
sign.
slap
Another
Amdrus
thing.
in the face.
And another thing.
Oh man, I didn't even think about that. That would have been a fun interaction if Atim was there. She totally would have scolded you and be like, "The fuck is wrong with you?"
I was yelling the whole time. I was just encased.
Yeah.
She probably heard, and she's like, "This one's a problem."
Focusing on the issue right now.
Yeah.
I feel like we're in trouble. This
Yeah,
isn't
I was
good.
just laughing at like what the possibilities would have been if I was there. Like, what would she say to me?
There would be too much sass, and we'd all be like kicked out of this entirely.
Never would have known.
So, I can disguise you all. We can do that, and
Do we know where we're going?
I know theoretically in the walls where I was going, but I don't know if I know where that, if it's the same place anymore. We might be fighting a lot.
Okay, you can disguise us. Okay.
Now that you say, as soon as you say that, I'm like, yeah, I think so. And I'd like to cast 4th level aid on Amdrus, Amethyst, and Zephyr, so you have 15 temporary hit points.
Not
I'll
temporary hit
fucking take
points.
those.
Your
Not temporary.
max hit points.
or
go up.
max
max
goes
hit
up.
points go up by 15 for the next 3
Oh.
hours.
You can add that modifier.
Bless.
8 hours, yeah.
8 hours.
And then I would also like to bless Amdrus,
Okay.
Amethyst, and Zephyr.
Okay. So bless only lasts for a minute, just letting you know.
Oh,
Yeah.
Then now we'll hold that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna
Just
run
the 8.
really quick.
Okay, yeah, you're grabbing food. That's
For my
great. Yeah, so you can kind of quickly cast that. And you guys are alone in this room and the door is closed. Yeah, this is the first time you guys are seeing this room.
Stinks in here.
Yeah.
I'm fucking cold. Is anybody else just frigid? Just feel can't shake this thing.
No.
No.
Amethyst.
It's
oh,
always
she's on
quite
fire.
airish for me, though. So
I'm just
And
like,
I
feel
run
like-
kind of hot anyways, so it's all good.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Zephyr, hug me, Christ.
I feel like. Well, wait. Where are we? We're in the
We're-
prison.
we're in the
area?
prison.
Yeah, we're in
yeah.
the prison, yeah.
I feel like I would just drop a bonfire in front of you.
just
Oh,
Just like
thank
no
God.
crap.
Okay.
And you do warm up.
Thank you.
You do you get
Zephyr.
to kind of warm up. There's just kind of a lingering cold that stayed over. But yeah, you do warm up. It's not a problem. It doesn't come back or anything.
Okay, so sorry, I'm out of breath. I can cast seeming on all of you.
Oh shit, you've seen me?
I do.
Oh, I didn't know that. Ayo. Shit.
That-
Backup
we had-
plan,
There
baby.
we go.
okay. But what's our cover story? Because I feel like we're gonna be very new. Like,
I mean, I can
Or
just
just-
make you look
Or just
like
new
other...
recruits from the.
I can
we're
just
just
make
new
you-
recruits from the front line.
I can just make you look like other people I've seen. I've seen a lot of people.
This is true.
part of, yeah, I guess, yeah. Not
Southern
everybody
armor,
knows
southern-
everybody. That's yeah.
Can
that's
I
fine.
ask you a technical question?
Yes.
When I felt that pull, was it only through the walls, or did I feel like there was another way to go there without going into the walls?
You felt like there is. Make an Arcana check.
Okay, that's a disadvantage.
Yeah.
No bueno. No bueno. Oh, fuck me. 12.
I would say like you felt it like get like pull southward, like kind of like it's southern direction, and then like as if it like hit a spot and then go down, like directly down.
So there's stairs
it
nearby.
wasn't it wasn't like a direct down into the ground or anything like that. There was like an obvious like point and then down.
Okay.
So
You
take
think
that as
you
zero.
can
So-
go scout a little bit and figure
So it was
out?
like this direction.
Hold on.
Sorry.
Ooh. Oh my god, why is this Roll20 being so dumb right now?
So like
no.
basically from where I was, or
No,
just straight down.
south. Yeah. basically. Yeah, because you were here, so just like, yeah, south. You don't know how far. You just felt it go south, and then at some point go down.
Okay. And then we were told that this was the ogres. Yeah.
Ogres, yeah.
Can I cast Seeming on myself?
Yeah, it's up to like 6 people, I think.
Okay.
Or 8 people, I don't know. And you all can look different as well. So
yeah.
We'll just be
Cool.
other BEB members.
Yeah. And like you've seen a mix of people in full armor because they may be training or in guard. You've seen people in casual wear, in robes, in leathers. So you can also just be fully like helmet on. And everything.
I was gonna say, do they have like face coverings?
Yeah.
On.
A lot of the guards that have like the heavy like rock armor will have like a full visor. So there's only kind of like the eye slits or whatever.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna cast Seeming on all of us.
I want a robe.
He says as he casts. Yeah.
Yeah. I was tempted to make myself look like Yasha for a bit, but that sounds like a lot of work. But people really are scared of her. Thoughts? Thoughts from the peanut gallery?
I feel like any of the heavy armored guys would be scary.
Yeah,
too.
I think the hemi-otter visored people, like anything that kind of obscures our person but still identifies us as a bib.
Yeah.
A bib.
You've seen some of the ones with like that kind of that rocky kind of robe will have like a stone mask that kind of looks like a gargoyle-ish mask.
That's
or
me.
like
Oh wait,
so
I'm gonna go inside and pull out my robes and mask that we stole from.
yeah. Yes. But I mean, seeming covers that anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
I know.
But at least it will physically
I'll
be
wear
there.
the mask.
So yeah.
Make a mask.
Okay.
Make it look more like this.
Yeah, so I'll cast Seeming. I'll make us all look like big scary guys.
Okay. Just like an assortment of guards
just
and
the
priests.
big scary squad.
Yeah.
Rocky robes and mask.
And then I guess we're gonna go into the ogres.
Sure.
Ogremok and the ogres. Let's go.
Kind of walking up and like kind of down there, because I already can kind of smell like putrid like body odor and whatever.
The Nimbus is still with me, but he's invisible.
Right. Okay.
Or I'll bring him back out, I should say, because we sent him away when we got in.
Man, it smells like a gathering of men who play various card games in here.
Wow.
Weird. I thought it smelled like Updog in here.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
What's up, dog? No, I feel like Amdrus would do like, it smells like wrong dog in here.
And you'll see that there's like a large kind of like
Say it. Just say it.
there's a large kind of not stone, this is another kind of more like reinforced wooden door. And as you are you just opening it or are you just like knocking on it? Because it is closed. And you can hear like ogres arguing and talking about like waiting on food and blah blah blah.
I'll just open it.
Okay. Yeah. You kind of push it open and you'll see like kind of a larger room, and as soon as you open it, that smell just hits you like a wall. It's a lot worse. And you'll see that there is this large room. There is like these stone pillars that have like sconces on them on each corner to kind of light it up. And the floor is just covered in like hides and scraps of like clothing and other like random shit. It looks like a garbage pile almost. And at the very back is like a large kind of wooden, almost like wooden pallet with what looks like could be like a shitty blanket and pillow. And there's only the one. And you'll see 3 large ogres like sitting on a bunch of the hides and furs, kind of talking and complaining that they're hungry. And as soon as you open the door, one of them goes, "Food!"
Go get it.
And they look at each other and go, "Usually you bring here."
And now I'm telling you to go get it.
Things are different, mate. Tonight, we're doing shit different. Go grab it from the cafeteria like the rest of them. Or a kitchen if you want to go straight to the horse's mouth.
They like look at each other. I would like either Amdrus or Amethyst, one of you two, make a persuasion with advantage.
Guidance.
I will give it to Amdrus.
Okay.
Yeah,
Because I'm
and
still
guidance.
exhausted.
I'll cast guidance.
That is an 18, and I get a D4, right?
Yes.
Come here. 19 plus 11 for 30.
Ew. Yeah, you say that and they just go, and they all like kind of stand up and just like start walking and just start shoving you guys out of the way and just like walking past. And you'll see they'll start. Actually, hold on. Yeah,
I did tell them cafeteria, kitchen, whichever one you want.
Yeah, and you'll see
chaos.
them start heading up towards the cafeteria or like the main hall, mess hall.
Amazing. Right, this is on a time limit. We better fucking move.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there anything that seems kind of I don't know, stair-like?
You guys can make investigation checks or perception checks.
Do I still?
Well, investigation
no,
checks would
guidance.
be what you're.
That's only
Okay.
Nat 20.
Can I?
Hey.
Here we
I
go.
rolled
Ones,
2
there we go.
8s. 9.
Investigation.
Yeah.
is
So
not my
22.
Strong
22,
suit. Can I
9.
just make a Arcana?
So,
No.
what would investigation or what?
It's a magic.
No,
I'm
just
not-
investigation.
10.
I'm not making any Arcana checks anymore.
We'll see.
17.
So 17.
I only
you
get
got
the guidance on the one, right?
Penguin, what'd you get?
Nimbus?
Yeah.
Nimbus,
Yeah.
What are your rolls?
Oh, I think Penguin's frozen. Maybe not. Penguin.
No,
Penguin?
they're frozen.
Oh, penguins for oh.
Oh, nope, they're back.
Oh no, just very still. Hi, penguin.
I mean, it buffed for a second.
Yeah, it did
Oh,
buff a
okay.
little bit. So
Yeah, it did buffer.
Did you? Oh, everyone's making investigation checks.
Investigation.
Unless you don't want to look through the ogre's room. I mean, if you want to just stand there, you can too. It's up to you.
It's gross
Yeah,
in
I'll-
here. I don't want to touch
I'll just
anything.
stand there.
Okay. Kind of just like guard or something like at the door as everyone's just kind of digging through stuff. Sorry, I completely forgot everything already. Joel got what? 17?
Natural
No,
20.
natural
20
20.
for 22.
Right. And then there was like a 10, a 9, and a 17 or something. I think those were it.
Yeah, I got a 17.
Okay. Yeah, you guys kind of looking through it. You have to like pull a bunch of the hides and everything, and like the more you move things, the more like grime and everything is just like things are stuck together. It's gross. It is not.
That's
a
why it's only a
pleasant
10
time.
for Ate. He's
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
I'm
you're
not
like-
touching anything.
Yeah, it is not a pleasant place. And you'll spend, because you got a natural 20, I'll say you spend no more than like a couple minutes, kind of looking around. There is nothing more here. There is no hidden doors. There's nothing. You even look on the walls to see if anything is there. Under the bed, nothing. This seems just like a room they built to throw the ogres in.
Now what?
Right? Well, that didn't work.
We're gonna have to. Oh, we're gonna have to go into his fucking lab, aren't we?
I assume.
I will say, I'll be nice. Orna mentioned that they think there's a secret entrance
Mm-hmm.
In the hallway.
Okay.
in the hallways. Yeah.
Then I am just going to follow the wall, and I'm just going to rake my fingers against the wall.
Okay.
As we, I guess, go up.
I will
this
give
way.
going up. Okay.
I
Yes.
want
Yes.
with my connection with like the air,
Okay.
I want to see as we're passing through or we're looking through
hmm
if I can sort of feel or sense like a faint sort of like where air would be seeping in or out. If there's a possible
Okay.
like
Not what I was
doorway or
Airflow.
something. Like an
Okay.
airflow
Yeah.
Sure.
of a
Like when
secret
you're
area.
lost in a cave, you hold like a
Mhm.
light up and you see which way the wind takes it type. of
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so smart. Okay. So
Wanna
Amethyst, you're
just-
kind of running your fingers across like the wall as you're walking. You can make an investigation check. Ateem.
Guidance. I'll tap you on the back and give you guidance.
Me?
Yes.
Okay.
Ateem, you can make either.
Doesn't matter.
I will give you 3 choices:
Okay.
investigation, nature,
Mm-hmm.
or a wisdom arcana to tap into your patron. of wind. Different outcomes, different DCs.
This is very interesting.
Yep.
We're gonna go Wisdom Arcana because I feel like this is a much more magical connection.
Yeah, sure.
So what am I doing? I'm rolling my.
So are you
because I'm proficient in Arcana.
Yeah. So roll a Wisdom check and then add
Wisdom check,
proficiency.
and then add my proficiency bonus from Arcana. Okay.
Yeah. Amethyst, what you got?
A 3 without guidance. With guidance. Oh shit. Just for shits and giggles. A 4.
A 4. Beautiful. So yeah, you're kind of running your fingers, and it's like there's a lot happening. You are exhausted mentally, physically, emotionally, and you're just kind of feeling. I mean, you don't seem to be noticing anything so far. Team, what'd you
12.
Get? A 12. Okay. And you guys are going what direction? Sorry, I should have double checked. Oops. Going up that way.
I have no idea.
Are you guys splitting up, or are you guys all going the same way?
Or executive.
I feel like, yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Why would we split up at this dire opportunity?
Well, I don't know. Have more ground. Yeah. So as you guys are kind of running, kind of going along that hallway, you're not finding anything. There's a point where like somebody walks by, and they don't question anything. You guys just look like guards doing a patrol or heading towards the food. There's no need for a check because that's fully believable. You did a good job.
5 guards just chilling.
Yeah, it's just a group of people going.
5 guards standing in the hall, 5 feet apart.
Yeah. And as you guys kind of come to that like split spot, and you're kind of feeling along the walls. Atim, what did you get again? A 12?
12.
Okay. As you're trying to like feel for the wind, you do feel something. You do feel kind of like a. I imagine you kind of have your hands out, and almost just like wind kind of gusts across your hand.
Mm-hmm. Trying to like follow the currents.
Yeah, and you feel it only like kind of move across your palm, or your left palm, I should say.
Okay.
And it seems to almost kind of like swirl, like it's not natural. It's not a natural wind.
Okay. I'll just
sort of come up to this split.
I'm sorry, where are we?
The split? Yeah.
The split.
I guess we should move our character.
We're
just relatively
close. Roll 20 on my. Whoops. But this one, yeah, like
nice.
Here.
Okay.
Okay. Perfect.
My burrito bowl's too spicy.
And I'll just be like, hey.
Oh no.
I'll just be like, hey, something. I got something.
I immediately like push my hand to it.
Push your hand to it.
Wherever Ataim is pointing that he got something.
Okay, like just kind of feeling for air. Is that what you mean?
Feeling the wall, I guess.
Feeling the wall. If there's like some kind of impression, indent, I don't know.
You kind of look, and you're like kind of feeling, kind of hitting that kind of corner. You're not finding anything. There doesn't seem to be like any button or irregularity. That was a hard word. But Atim, you almost feel like as you kind of round that corner, and as Amethyst is kind of feeling up the wall and trying to find something, you kind of just feel like, how do I explain this? Like someone is picking up a cat to attack a bug that's flying. Like you feel like you're almost just being directed to something. Like if that makes sense. Like he's trying to get you to be like, yes, fuck this thing up.
Look over here.
If that makes sense. It's hard to explain. I have terrible ability to say my mind into words.
So it's a wind leash is what it's.
Kinda. It's less of like come this way, and it's more go that way or do this thing. If that makes sense, I guess.
Maybe you should lead.
Okay.
What are you doing?
God, I don't know. Attack this thing. Do this thing. I don't know.
What you doing?
I'm gonna briefly pull out the fan, and I'm just going to try and, I don't know, like gust the wall in that direction.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Just are you using like an ability or just kind of using the fan?
Well, yes, my actual spell, like gust.
Okay. That's why I was asking.
But I'm just using the fan for it.
Okay.
To sort of try to like really connect with my patron and like try to understand like what he means, what he's sensing, get a better feel for what I need to do in this moment.
Okay. I would love everybody to make I guess this would be a perception check. No, I feel like it would be like an investigation check. I think it would be an investigation check. I'm so sorry, but you can re-roll. I will allow you to if you want.
Okay.
Because I know you rolled. Something you rolled.
I'm so sorry. Investigation.
Investigation. Yeah.
So quick.
I'm so sorry. The more I thought.
God damn it.
19.
No.
18.
18, 19, and 8.
8.
That team, Zephyr.
What was that? Investigation.
Yeah.
13.
13.
3.
Okay. So as you kind of use gust and you use kind of the fan and you kind of gust it towards like this wall, Joel, Amdrus, you're the only ones that pick up that as the gust like kind of pushes, there's almost like slight like a slight like shimmer, not like an illusion shimmer, but like a magical kind of just like something connected with him using his fan, like with the primordial magic.
Got it. Okay.
Like there is some kind of residue or something that it kind of sparked, being opposites, being air and earth.
Okay.
So some kind of earth magic is being used is what I'm trying to go for.
Did you see that?
Yep. Well, I didn't. But...
Yeah. Hold on. Do that again real quick and look at this particular area.
Cool, I'll do it again.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's hard to see, but kind of pick up on something.
I'm gonna use mold earth.
I was gonna say that,
okay.
Or like if I go and touch the wall, like is it actually like physical?
Yeah, because Amethyst already had tried. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Cool. There's no going through it.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Yeah. That's why I was like, it's not like an illusion shimmer, is what I was trying to say. Yeah. You're casting mold earth. Or what was it?
Yeah, mold earth, which is the same thing I used to get
cantrip.
Yeah.
I don't think that works on this. Hold on.
The mold earth doesn't work on the earth.
Do we have a way to dispel? Do we have any way to dispel?
Hold on.
Have it prepared.
Oh my god, where the fuck? Here's my spellbook app. There we go.
You do or you don't?
Hold on.
I don't.
Damn it.
You might have to bust this door down this wall.
Yeah, so mold earth specifically, you can move loose earth, which it's not. And if it's stone or dirt, which it would be kind of like stone, you can like make it difficult terrain. So you can kind of, which is kind of what you probably would have had to do before, is kind of break it.
Yeah.
But you can't like move it. You would need a much higher level spell.
Like Wall of Stone?
Wallstone creates a wall.
Fuck.
Probably want something like Move Earth.
Definitely don't have that.
Which I believe is a 6th level spell, so...
I don't have Move Earth.
I have Erupting Earth.
Yeah, can we erupt the earth?
Just destroy it.
Can we just knock this bitch to the ground, call it good?
You know what? I'll just shatter it, and we'll just make a whole lot of noise.
Yeah. Fuck it. Let's go.
I have stone shape.
Stone shape might work. Hold on.
You touch a stone object of medium or small, or smaller, or a section of stone, no more than 5 feet in any dimension, and form it into any shape that suits your purpose.
Yeah.
Oh.
That would work.
Yeah. I can, and it says small passage through a wall, so I'm going to use my last spell slot for stone shape.
So you kind of focus, and you just kind of like almost like digging your fingers in and just kind of opening it up like a door, and you will all notice that the wall will open up, and you'll see a cavern behind this wall.
As we, I was gonna say, I'm like, let's go quickly.
Mm-hmm.
As we pass through, I'm going to very quickly cast Major Image to just replace the wall. It looks, it looks like nothing ever fucking happened here.
I will also use Mold Earth for when that falls, and just kind of like have a very
because it's a concentration, right?
Wall.
You have it's like a concentration.
Is Mold Earth?
Or you have it for a duration, like 10 minutes or something like that. You can work Earth.
It's a cantrip, right?
No.
Yeah, it's a cantrip.
Oh, Mold Earth. I was thinking
Mold Earth,
the spell you used.
Oh.
Sorry.
Is it?
Stone shape?
Yeah, stone shape.
Oh god, where'd you go? Where'd you
Is that
go?
what it is?
My thing lasts up to 10 minutes, so we can just...
Yeah.
It just says instantaneous.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know.
Okay, then it's Move Earth that I'm thinking of. It's probably nothing.
Okay.
Yeah. Before we get there, I will say, as you kind of open up the wall, you'll see again that like kind of large kind of cavern, and you'll see it kind of is this irregular, like it's a natural kind of rounded cavern, so it's like jagged. It's not like a round cavern, but you'll see like it kind of rises up and rises down, like kind of similar to the entrance. There's a lot of stalagmites and stalactites. You'll see the ground. The ground looks like the shattered remains, or like only sections of like a bridge, and this kind of large, like a kind of a big rounded platform that is all kind of off-kiltered and broken, and the stone is clearly of like really old stone, and it clearly matches the surface, the city on the surface, and you realize this is another thing that had fallen into the ground. And you'll see that it kind of it is propped up, and it is there. You'll see like supports have been jammed or created to keep it steady, but it is kind of this like bridge to a platform in the middle of this like large, like 150 tall like cavern. As I will uncover. As you guys kind of squish in again, there's this bridge is very clearly old and very broken, and not really meant to have a bunch of people on it. There's not a whole lot of room. Sorry, I'm uncovering it. Boop. And you'll see that along the sides there are these kind of like molded like stone pillars or whatever, like sections of the wall that have like lights in them, that seem to kind of not really flicker like actual kind of light. They almost seem like magical, like fire that's just there. As you guys kind of try to squish in, and your I guess Amdrus is major imaging it. Jesus, I can't speak. And you're kind of in this place.
Yeah. I bought us 10 minutes.
There you go.
We go into the center. I'm going in. I'm gonna fly over.
You're gonna fly over, okay? Kind of
I'm
flying
gonna fly over. I don't trust this bridge.
Yeah. Everyone else just kind of gonna be jumping from section to section, or walking carefully?
walking carefully. Can we do like a perception check just to see if anything's around?
100%.
Let me get in on that
Yeah.
action.
Not great.
I will.
14.
17.
14, 17.
17 for me.
A team are also rolling perception, or?
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you were. You said I will.
That's
and then
fine.
You didn't finish, but okay, natural one.
It's
wow,
a
we've gotten
natural one, it's
so many ones today. Holy shit, and 20s.
Natural one, it's fine.
Fuck it, I'll also do one.
But I
Just
will.
to
Yeah.
giggles.
I was gonna say I will just
Hey, look at that, a
levitate,
natural one.
levitate myself and just use
That's
gust
good.
to kind of propel myself.
Okay. Just
Be like,
kind of pushing yourself.
Yep, propel. We'll just
Yeah.
propel myself with gust.
Okay. Are you also checking their Zephyr?
Yeah, I got a 12.
12. Okay. So we got a 12, a 13, and a 17.
Yeah.
Is that right? Joel, you got a
And
13.
2 natural ones.
2 natural ones. Yes.
14.
14. So the three of you, are you just walking across this bridge then?
Yeah.
Or are you not? You're just gonna look first. Is that what you're doing, Joel?
Maybe a little bit of a look around before, like, just.
I probably just went.
Okay.
I didn't.
Those that are
Hell
walking,
yeah.
please make an acrobatics check. As you kind of have to awkwardly.
Natural 20.
Perfect. You're able to kind of hop
For 30.
easily. 25. Zephyr, very easy.
5.
Perfect. This is Amdrus, as you and Zephyr kind of easily hop across like these sections. Joel is kind of watching, and Joel, you start to kind of you start to see in the stone. There's a lot of like very old and worn and like broken runes, kind of lining this like bridge and aligning this platform. And kind of going into the middle, and you're kind of looking at it, and you don't watch your footing, and like you step on like too close to a side, like a brittle side, and it breaks, and Joel plummets.
Featherfall.
There we go. As you plummet 100 feet down, and you catch yourself with Featherfall, and you just kind of start to drift down, and you realize it gets a lot darker down here.
I already used. No, I didn't.
Amdrus and Zephyr would also notice these kind of ruins as you're kind of going, and you start to realize you recognize a lot of the like formations and like the general design as the room that was behind Gar's throne.
Oh, shit.
And you notice in the middle of this large platform, there is a very similar rounded platform,
Dais.
like dais, yeah, with very similar. Where last it was more fluid, this is more harsher angles, and very much written in Terra, like Earth primordial language.
Any of you read Stonemaker?
Sorry.
Can I read it?
It's less words and more like, well, okay, actually, yeah, make a perception check. See if you can like make out anything specific. It's mostly just like arcane runes written in like primordial.
That's a 15.
15. Yeah, I would say yeah. You don't really see anything like specific, like no names, no like sentences. It's just kind of this like magic writing or carving, probably fueling whatever magic this dais has.
Deus Ex. No, sorry.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I'll do a little read.
Sure.
Yeah. To all the people with primordial, just like read it.
Just me and Joel sitting on the side, like. So, what did you do before adventuring?
Oh no.
Well, Joel.
I think Joel
is
has primordial too.
It's like 100 feet down. But we'll get there in a moment.
Oh right, yeah. I'm gonna go fly after Joel.
Okay, so you're not reading it. Okay.
No, I'm gonna fly after Joel. I will, and this point, I will use my wings because I don't think I used it today.
Okay.
We've been
No, I
inside.
don't think you have. Yeah. Amethyst, what'd you get?
Sorry,
check.
what did you need me to roll?
Perception. You want to try to look and read, yeah?
Okay, sorry. 7.
7. Yeah, you're not really seeing anything as well. And Atim, as you kind of start to fly down, Joel, I need you to make a perception check. With disadvantage because you're in... It starts to dip into, like, complete darkness down here.
I rolled a nat 20.
The amount of nat 20s that got disregarded because of disadvantage. God damn.
And it was perception?
Perception, yeah.
18.
18. As you're kind of floating down there and you get to the dark, it just begins to get darker and darker. You swear that the shadows move. And that is where we're going to end it today, this week.
No! Cool.
As Atim, you're just fun, like, oh, I'll get you, Joel. It's fine. Blissfully unaware of what might come.
I hate everything now.
Yeah. Well, that went well, I hope.
Yeah.
I hope you all had
What
fun.
episode?
Yeah. Yeah, we will be back next Monday. The fact that you guys were able to get through an entire dungeon without fighting anything so far is incredibly impressive, and the roles and the role playing has been so on point the last couple sessions. I just want to say very proud.
So stressed, and Amethyst is gonna have a very good nap after all of this.
So we leveled up, right?
Not quite. We'll see. We'll see.
Just before the big fight.
But I will say, because of Baldur's Gate, it's made me want to use it more. I will give both Amethyst and Amdrus inspiration.
Yeah.
For both finding that, being able to find this, and the whole contract situation was unbelievably good. So, I never give inspiration, and that game is like, well, okay, this is kind of fun.
Yeah, that game gives you that, like, kind of like,
It
hey,
does.
you noticed the thing.
Yeah, they're like, if you do
Didn't even
anything
know I
according
had
to
it.
your background, you get
Yeah.
inspiration. And I'm like, that's actually really cool.
I do. Yeah, I really like it. So,
That's actually
yeah.
really cool.
Who knows if he'll ever use it? Because I wonder if Penguin
Yeah,
still
we
has
forget.
the inspiration from a long time
it.
ago. Oh, you did. Okay.
I used it for something that I don't remember, but
I just remember you
yeah.
had it for
Eventually.
so long.
I think it was during like one of the Gar things or
Oh,
Grimjaw.
probably. Yeah.
The Joel
Yeah.
arc.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
The
know,
whole.
yeah.
Yeah.
We should have it. We
Uh,
should just call that the Joel arc.
I feel like that's more Amdrus's arc, but sure. But
No. When Joel died and we just spent
Oh,
2 months
Yeah.
inside your
I see.
soul.
That
Yeah.
show. Anyways, we'll be back next Monday, hopefully, provided everyone will be here, to find out if you did 100% get through this without fighting anything. Anyways, I hope you all have a wonderful night and a wonderful rest of your week. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.